So this is Nathan Ricks, and a legend in the industry. And Nathan, what would you say to everybody right now that is looking at different possibilities in the network marketing profession? They're looking at all these maybe hyped up, juices and things like that, and they're being told that that's where they can make their money. And when we bring up New Skin, they're sort of being told, oh, it's an old company, you can't make money in it. And from your experience of seeing what you've seen over the last 25 years, what would you say to that person that's at that critical moment of making a major decision of what company they're going to invest their time and money into?
Well, what I would say is that just make sure you manage your risk, because any startup is super high risk. Since I've been in New Skin, there's been 60,000 MLMs come and go. 60,000.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, you got better odds in Vegas. You might as well just go put it on the roulette table. Let alone put all your time and effort and throw all your family and friends into it and then watch it crater. Because that's what will likely happen. That is by far the odds of what will happen to you and that company. No matter what they say, I don't care what they say, those are the facts. Now, true, once in a while, you'll get some that'll pop out and make it, but I don't know if you can afford that risk. I mean, if you're over 40 years of age, you definitely can't afford the risk, because if you get in and you put in a bunch of time and energy and money and it blows up, you're out of runway. You don't have enough time before retirement. What are you going to do? For you, you're way better off. And for anybody, I believe you're way better off finding a company like this that's, $1 billion that actually has a ticket to the dance. You don't even get a ticket to the dance until you're $1 billion. You don't even have the resources to go out there and acquire exclusive products and technologies and even have the reach. You just think about the scientific base we have internally, but think about the connections back to all the institutions and universities where all those people were educated and where they came from and where all their colleagues have gone. It's called a scientific network, a reach that pulls in new products, new technologies, new ideas, new avenues of growth for this company that is unmatched. Nobody has that. You don't get that ticket until you're big enough to be able to afford that and hire those people and have that kind of a research engine, the pipeline out there of new ideas and new products and so forth. I think back when I started New Skin, I wouldn't even join until I was 5 years old, because most of them are gone in 2 to 3 years. You weed out 99% in 5 years. I waited till New Skin was 5 years old before I'd even take the risk.
Wow.
And even then, it was a real significant risk. It really was, because we didn't have what we have today, not even close, So today, here we are with a company that's got a ticket to the dance. And like we said a moment ago, it's the youngest of its peers that are billion-dollar players. It pays 12 to 18% more than its peers that are billion-dollar players. It's in 20 fewer countries than its peers that are billion-dollar players. I mean, this is clearly the horse you want to bet on at this juncture, in this industry, at this time, in this economy, in this world. I mean, there is no other choice, really. There's no other choice. And so you have to look at the facts, okay? Nobody pays what we pay. On a consistent basis, you take any company in the entire industry that's more than 5 years old, nobody pays as much as we pay. And there's one reason why we were able to do that and survive. New Skin broke ground by paying 6 generations on a compensation plan that no one had ever done. And everybody said we'd go bankrupt when they started the company, and they almost did. And the only thing that saved them was skincare. The fact that skincare has got about a 10 times markup from its base cost of the product that allows New Skin to pay 5 of those markups to distributors and commissions. And the company keeps the others to live and survive, build products, and cover their mistakes. And every company makes mistakes, they got problems and things happen. You lose stuff, you lose money, you make bad decisions. That happens to everybody. Nobody's perfect, right?
Yeah.
If it would have been a nutrition company from the get-go, it would have been bankrupt.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough margin, there's not enough markup in nutrition products to pay that kind of a comp plan and survive your mistakes at the same time and survive.
Well,
okay? And I'm just telling you that's what's so unique about this company, is that we've staked out a huge space in the anti-aging world. And those products have better markups and better margins. The cosmetic industry has way bigger margins than any other industry out there, really. And so that is a secret weapon this company has that gives us an advantage to be able to invest, to grow, to have enough cash resources to do the things we do, pay this kind of a comp plan, expand globally, and we're going to make history. We're going to beat them all. We're
Yeah.
going to be bigger than all of them, okay?
Here's what one last thing. I know that most people trust you because you have a reputation. You have a reputation of integrity. You have a reputation of honesty. You do what you say you're going to do. You're committed. You're focused. And I think personally, if somebody could meet you right now that's watching this video, they would look in your eyes and they just say, Nathan, tell me where my best opportunity is. I trust you. Where am I going to make the most amount of money? Because in this economy, that's what people are concerned about. I have a family. Where am I going to make the most amount of money? If someone asked you that, looked you in the eyes and said, I know obviously you're a new skin, you're biased, but seriously, I trust you.
Okay, well, the first thing is you can't work a job and ever make it financially working a job. Everybody knows that in their heart of hearts, right? So then you say to yourself, okay, I have to have my own business. And everybody knows that in their heart of hearts, that if you really want to make it financially, you got to do your own thing. You have to be in control of that, right? So you only have three options: buy or start a small business, do a franchise, or build a network. I mean, that's really the only options you really have out there if you want to make it and take care of your family and have the kind of lifestyle that you deserve, okay? So then you come down and say, okay, if I'm going to buy or start a small business, that's brain damage, and that's big risk, and that's huge investment, and that's massive time and energy, and most of them fail, okay? You'll be toast, okay? You can't suffer that loss in what's left of your retirement plan or your savings, right? Two, you can buy a franchise. A lot higher percentage success, but you're limited on expansion. You got to buy a new territory every time. You're running a teenage daycare center trying to hire all these kids. And number two is you're paying the royalty forever.
Yeah.
It's like a house you can buy, you pay it off, but you never pay off your franchise fee. Pay it off the top every month forever. Yeah. You know, it's crazy. Or you can build a network, and that has a lot lower risk. Takes a ton of effort, takes a ton of energy, takes a little teeny bit of money in comparison to make it work. And if you can stick with it and learn the concepts, you can make it. If it doesn't work and it blows up, it didn't sink yet. You know, you didn't sink your whole Keo or retirement plan or your savings into that, right? You can survive and recover and just go get a job and say you couldn't do it. And just suck it up and live a life that you can live on a job, on a salary, okay? That's the safest option for people. So, you know, from me to you, just looking you in the eyes, if you want me to do that, that's the logic that I follow in my head that makes sense to me. And if I say build a network, okay, just go back to what we said the last few minutes, all right? There is no other choice in my book. I mean, everything that's startup is super high risk, okay? Their compensation plans have never proven to produce $1 billion deal. You got to get in a deal that's going to be $1 billion. You got to get in a deal where there's a pipeline of growth, of products that are coming that expand into new markets, not just new countries, but new product categories that you have growth in, rapid growth in. And if you don't have that, how can you look people in the eye and in your heart of hearts sit in front of your family and friends and say it'll be better tomorrow than it was today?
Exactly.
How can you do that? You know, if it's just some startup juice deal and it's just like a pyramid game, it's just like a big breathless rush to recruit them before the cards fall down. What are you? You're a slime ball.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have anybody's best interest in heart. You're greedy. All you care about is yourself and your own income, and you're willing to trash other people, even your family and your friends, to get money for you. You're a slime ball. We don't want you in this business. You know, go do something else. But if you care about people, you want a real business and a real opportunity, you want to be with a company that has a heart,
Yes.
that is honest, that knows what it needs to do to grow, that has real management,
Yep.
has real R&D, has real pipeline, real research, real reach in the market so we can keep growing it, then you can look them in the eye. And my experience is that people want to feel good in their heart
Yes.
when they do something like this. You know, there's enough obstacles where people look at you like, oh, are you doing network marketing? You got to know in your heart
Yep.
that you're in a deal that's real and that you can go represent that to people with honesty and with
Yes.
integrity. And if you can do that, you're going to be successful.
All right. Well, thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it.